Hey guys, Jeff Whitmer here, former Olympic weightlifter, Fitness Culture's weightlifting expert, and today we are going to go through the 3 most common mistakes we see in the clean. All right, one of the first most common mistakes that we see in the clean is during the second pull. And what happens is when the bar gets around to knee level, we'll see a lot of lifters, what they'll do is they'll shift their knees forward towards the bar. If you're having an issue with shifting your knees forward instead of standing straight up and utilizing your legs, hang cleans are gonna help because you're gonna start with the hang just around your knees. And what this is gonna do is gonna allow the lifter to just focus on a shorter range of motion versus lifting off the floor. Let's do a deadlift and then lower to the knee level. And instead of shifting forward, I'm just gonna focus on standing straight up, letting the bar come high into my thighs. And what this is gonna do is shorten the pull for the lifter and let them focus on right when the bar's at their knee to just drive straight up with their legs. All right, next exercise to improve the second pull is gonna be the block clean. So similar to the hang clean, we're gonna want the bar right around our knee level, and the main focus is going to be driving up with our legs. That's the first action we wanna make is thinking about in your head, driving your feet through the platform, not shifting your knees forward towards the bar. My shoulders are gonna be slightly over the bar. First thing I'm gonna think about is tightening my back and driving my feet through the floor. I'm not shifting my knees forward towards the bar. I'm maximizing my leg power. I'm driving straight up. And the bar's only making contact with my thighs for just a short period of time, just for about across a couple inches there, about 3/4 way up my thigh. The next exercise to help with the second pull we're gonna utilize for the cleans is the pause clean, or what some people may refer to as the halt clean. I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate one now, but what the goal is gonna be is right when the bar gets below our knee, we're gonna go ahead and just pause, and then from there, finish the lift. It's gonna shorten the pull, it's gonna put us in a position to where we can just focus on driving with our legs. And I'll wanna pause for a good 2 or 3 seconds, make sure I'm keeping my back tight throughout the entire movement. And the only thing I'm thinking about is, right when that bar's at my knee, that I'm pushing my feet through the platform, just like on the block cleans, just like on the hang cleans. One of the next most common mistakes that we see in the clean that we're gonna discuss is the bar crash. So you'll see a lot of times, you'll see with lifters, as they're going under a squat clean, you'll see the bar fall in some cases 2 inches, 3 inches, or even more, where the bar is gonna fall on their chest, and then they'll see their elbows will knock down. And then from there, they're gonna struggle standing up with the clean. We're gonna talk about just a couple mindset changes that you need to make throughout the clean that's gonna help you focus on just meeting the bar. One of the biggest issues that we see is when people are performing squat cleans, what do they think about? They think about pulling as hard as they can and as high as they can, and then dropping under the bar as fast as they can. Well, what does that do when that happens? It creates a gap in the bar between your chest and the bar. So the mentality that you need to take when you're performing cleans is wherever you pull the bar to. So if I'm gonna pull the bar to, if I have a low squat position like myself, if I pull the bar to around my waist, I'm gonna take my chest and bring my chest to the bar. So I'm gonna go down and get it. If I'm gonna pull it a little bit higher, wherever the bar is at, I'm gonna bring my chest to the bar. Instead of taking the mindset of pulling as hard as you can, dropping as fast as you can, that's when you see the dramatic crash. That's why we're gonna focus on wherever you're pulling that bar to, you're gonna bring your chest directly to the bar. The next most common mistakes we see in the clean is the elbow position. So what you'll see a lot of athletes or lifters do when they're performing a clean is when they're wrapping their elbows around the bar, they point their elbows out as they're going around the bar. What happens is when a lifter points their elbows out when they go to rack the bar, it shifts the weight over into their index finger, and it can put you in a kind of a compromising position with the fingertip rack. That's why when you're pulling, you want to keep your elbow in tight with the body and try to keep as many fingers as you can around the bar and have your elbows up in this position pointing up when you receive the clean. There's a couple things we can do to help work on it, but the main thing you have to focus on, there's no easy way to do it, but it's repetition of movement. So you don't need to use heavy weight. It can just simply be with the bar, and higher rep sets, you can be 5 to 10 reps with the bar, and all we're gonna do is just short movements from the hang, and we're gonna practice wrapping that elbow in tight around the body. So you're gonna go ahead and just watch me demonstrate here with the bar. So I'm gonna go just from the mid hang, and if you watch my elbows, I'm keeping them in tight with my body as I'm wrapping them around, instead of pointing my elbows out, like that movement. I want to keep them in tight with my body. Those are a few of the most common issues that we see in the cleans. If you're able to fix or correct those issues, you're really gonna see some improvement in your clean. If you like this content, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any other weightlifting questions or any videos you wanna see, please drop a comment for me.